Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I've got some new stuff to talk about. Now obviously you see all my videos, they're really bad quality, really dull, all that kind of stuff. But now I've got some of these new lights. I've got two brand new soft boxes that I just have lighting up me, obviously. And we're doing some really cool stuff in the near future. Obviously I've got loads more stuff to show you, like lights, gear, and also some new cameras. So let's get started on cameras. Now obviously you guys know me, I love shooting these videos on proper cameras. Now obviously I have a Canon camera that you guys are watching, and it's a really nice camera, love it to bits. But the only problem I have is that it's really like chunky, and sometimes it takes a long time to get up and running and get focused. So that's why I bought one of these. A little GoPro, cheap GoPro, something like that. It's like 20 quid off the internet. Not that expensive, but it's an ideal thing to have instead of spending like 150, 110 or 220 pounds, is how much I paid for this camera. And I have tried it, it's alright, not brilliant like some cameras, but it's an ideal camera to just pull out and film. And there are loads of things you can use these little cameras for, like capture for security, things like, I don't know, time lapses, all that kind of thing. It's a really nice little thing. Ideally, you may want one of these in your bag, just to be in case if you leave your DSLR, you can just always have this extra camera standing by, just turn on, to start filming and off it goes. Really nice. Really nice little thing that camera is. Not to break it. Now obviously I have some new equipment, so let's get opening that. So also what we have first, wireless DMX dongles, if you even want to say anything like that. So what these are, this is a hardware, not software, but a hardware controlling surface. So this is well, some people call it a wireless transmitter or receiver or something like that. This is basically your cable. It's basically XLR cables, which is what I have in the blue bag, which I'll show you how heavy those things are. And it actually does make it quicker for you guys to set up and start doing your gig. Obviously these are like really small, really unique kind of things. They are lightweight, easy, and practically indestructible for me. I've got some of my own, and they're made out of steel, and they have hardly broken, even though I've dropped them 20 times. So let's see what's inside this one. So inside the box we get a manual. Don't need that. See, got a nice little box. I've lost this box one. I lost my boxes for my other wireless systems, and I only have two instead of three. So nice to have some extra boxes. Obviously, might as well keep that. So inside you do get these, the decoder, which is not a decoder. This is actually a wireless transmitter, receiver. So these things called receive information from your output controller, which is this, which is actually a transmitter, not a receiver. There you go. Keep on forgetting. And these things are pretty darn nice. They're really nice. Obviously, you have another one which is completely brand new. And to be fair, to feel one of these ones, they actually feel the same weight. Just drop this thing yet. Actually, I don't really care because this thing's made out of actual steel. So it's pretty nice, well built. This thing, same. Obviously they both have antennas which just stick out. A bit of fun, of course. obviously, because these things are battery operated, you can connect them via this, which is a power adapter. This is a pretty thick cable, to be fair, for this kind of thing. And obviously, having one of these, it's nice to have because they're flexible. You can use these things for multiple lights, derbies, all that kind of stuff. Like, honestly, these ones, this is a output, so if I have my decode and my this is my lighting software. This is what I normally use, which is what I use. This is a MIDI-Max Buddy. Let me just get that there, and it's a pretty darn nice piece of kit. Obviously, nice little small decoder. It costs around £50 or something like that. Just cheap and like hard steel, like these things, which is properly what you really want from a proper branded company. Now, obviously the size, they're pretty big, but because this is a male, I can't get these things kind of confused, male or female. But people say it's from the pins, not the actual thing. I'll just call these things a male for now. Look on the internet if you're still confused if these are XLR connectors, if these are male or female. I'm not too sure myself. So what you do with these, you basically plug them in to your female, obviously that, and off you go, there you go. So you pretty much have a solid connector, which can only release when you press it, which is pretty nice. And what's nice with this is that you can create your own wireless network, not anything like you can listen to music onto it, watch videos. This is where you can control lights on it. So you have other ones that are receivers, which is this one, not a transmitter. So these ones are transmitters. So these transmit things, transmit the information, and then these ones get the information and allows it to talk, and then you can control your lights wirelessly without using these. Now, this is not a bag that you control. This is actually a bag full of 6 5-meter cables, and it's pretty heavy. I normally have to carry this around to a recording studio sometimes, once a week or something like that, for recording some music. But it's pretty heavy, to be fair, and also these cables in here are pro-graded cables. I don't want to get them out because it's hell getting them out or even in, so I might as well just leave it for safety. But each one of these cables costs around £20 each, so around 80 quid or something like that. Pretty expensive. But with these things cost around £10 to £20 each, depending on which one you get. Obviously you need to buy multiple of these to create your own wireless network, but you only need to buy one of these, and possibly, if you have like as much as me, 10 to 6 of these, which replaces all of your darn cables. So no more of this. Trying to crushing on my equipment that's just down there. Obviously, I will do a video on MIDI-Max, which is a really cool internet tool software. It is an incredible software, really good for starters, and people who are just like in like halls, schools, like drama departments, anything like that. This is a perfect thing. £50. I know it might sound a bit expensive on like the Tiger Touches and all that kind of thing, but it's like a pro desk. It's not like any other desk. It's just exactly like MA controls. MA lighting, which is the best in the world, or even Ion or ETC Ion or any of those kind of desks. This thing is just it's just an entire thing. Now you don't buy this and then you plug it into the computer and the entire thing is. It's just like running a software on your computer, and this is a this is something that turns your USB, which is just turns your USB connector into a XLR input, which is a DMX connector. Lock it in and off you go. You don't need to do anything else like cabling, making sure your cables are neat, which is what I normally do. So yeah, then we're going to do something like these, and definitely going to check these things work on the output of lights. I'm sure we bought the wrong ones. Pretty sure. So next thing to unbox is a little light. Now I know I love power lights. I have my own powers like these. Powers that I started out with. These are just small 60 like multiple LED fixtures. These produce 3 colours, RGB, which is red, green and blue. And it's got a DMX display at the back, 2 connectors, and it's just a nice fixture to work with. For venues like drum departments or that kind of thing, I wouldn't ideally go for any of these lights. Go for like branded fixtures instead of this cheap Chinese stuff. Also they're cheap, but they're just a bit hectic and a bit too expensive for what they're pretty much worth. I'd say these things are worth like 10 quid. With the connector, but sometimes you can't get ones with IEC connectors in and out and DMX side to side, like my Mega Power profiles. These things are pretty expensive, pretty heavy, not ideal, and obviously made out of plastic, which is very, very fragile. So one drop of these and possibly all your plastic comes straight off. That's happened to me with some old fixtures that I still use, but you need to use duct tape to actually hide the scars, and obviously it's pretty unsafe still, even though these things are 12 volt LED lights. So I'm not going to be using these big fixtures anymore. I am still going to, but I've got a different fixture than just RGB. We've got UV lights. Now if you guys don't know what UV is, that's an ultraviolet source. So it can make things glow in the dark. It's super freaky, it's awesome, and can do some really awesome effects, like make symbols, make artifacts, make statues, or anything you need in the drama department or DJ glow. It looks awesome. And these are the exact ones that you need, not these old things. Where's the box? There it is. Get in. So this is the size of the box of the full-on unit. This is actually the box of UV light. Small, compact. It's just something you really need. So let's open up the box. I'll get that out of the way, of course. Obviously these are like really nice UV lights, really small and durable. Actually, first thing you see is this. Don't need that. Pretty small. I'm pretty impressed. Obviously, with these fixtures you do get a hanging bracket, so it's basically where you can hang your fixtures onto lighting rigs and stuff like that. Pretty nice thing. Obviously it does have the sticker of the brand. More want them to be in the bracket instead of stuck on. Let's obviously bolts come out. Reading material. Get that there because you never know what you may need. There you go. Tiny! That's what we need in the future. Lights that are small and bright. Not big units that weigh a ton and are extremely expensive for what they're used. Obviously these lights are 12 watts, these things are 36 watts. But it's not about the watts that are the ones that you need to worry about, it's about the quality of the diodes and the well, how far it can go around, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty nice. These fixtures are Now let's put the bracket on, see how easy it is. It does say warning. Is that meant to be there, or is it just because it's a UV and they just want to play around with you? What I would say if you're buying your first UV light is to never leave it in somewhere forever. Otherwise it might create the piece of plastic or anything UV harm, which is the same with sunlight and stuff like that. And obviously these things are pretty nice and bright. So let's see how long this cable is. The ones that I have in the AV Pars are like a metre short, metre long. Really nice and there we go. Pretty nice and short. And obviously these things are pretty nice and I'm not ideal to take these things off. However, this is going to be funny for most of you. Finally. Right. Obviously, there's the LEDs, DMX controls at the back, a metre long cable, which is something better than half a metre actually. So let's plug this thing in. One thing I do want is silent fixtures, which are solid units, so they don't get any dust or anything in them. And this one is pretty bright. I'm lighting stuff around the room. Obviously I won't shoot in the fixture. So this does have a very small, quiet fan. And obviously what's good with this fixture is that the display turns off, and like my LED ones, the display doesn't turn off. Which is bad because in productions and stuff like that you can see the truss glowing red, and that's because the display's still on. This was actually pretty nice because it turns off. Let's mess around with the display also. Oh. Okay. So hey. So at the display you can take control of individual zones on the LED. It's not pixel mappable like some lights, which is ideal. Trying to not shoot at the camera, which is normal. Create some really cool eye candy effects. So that, if you wanted to do like a small like beam, something like that, this is ideal. Like really long throw, unless you're wanting like, there you go. So there's individual. So that's individual zones. That's full on. So full on is just all LEDs completely on. Really nice and bright, which is pretty ideal. Obviously it's not bright because of these soft boxes. I will do a distance test with this one. Obviously the outer ring could be used for like large washers and stuff. That pretty much does the same thing. That pretty much does the same thing. That's pretty nice. So on the back of the unit, you can do things. It has RGB and then purple, which is meant to be used for a red, green, and blue unit. But what they've done here is pretty clever because you can take control of individual paths, which is pretty nice. Obviously, you can't see our camera. Let's see if we can get. There you go. So obviously you can create static effects, which is pretty nice. So DMX mode, so nice to have a DMX mode on here on this fixture. So we can set it to channel 6, something like that. I don't know what IP stands for. And then back to usual. There's quite a lot of good features on this thing. It's a lot more features than these old things. All they have is sound active, static colour, and DMX mode. These things have a lot more things than usual. So let's. Honestly, I don't have one of these. I've actually got 2 of these fixtures. Now, it's always nice to have 2 instead of 1. And 1 fixture is better than 2. Wait, what? 2 fixtures are better than 1. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. And obviously, in like theatres and stuff like that, they use UV lights to create incredible atmosphere. Super, super cool. Obviously, they're going to make pieces of paper glow, which is really, really cool. So you can have like a wall and stuff like that. It's a really like ghostly effect in staging. And also, if you have fog or anything like that, you hit this thing with UV light. Oh, insane. Looks incredible. I haven't actually tried it myself. I've seen people try it with like white effects. Even tried it with bubbles, UV bubbles. They're not ghosts, they're not like weird or anything like that. They're really, really nice looking. Also, having one of these, not like 100 watts or anything like that. There are fixtures out there like 100 watts and like £100 for that. These things cost around £12 to £16. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Obviously my Canon camera has just died on me, so obviously that's why you saw that massive cut. Obviously I was about to say that these lights are perfect for beginners or stagers. If you are a theatre who's really tight on budget, definitely get ones that are branded, which is nice because they're ID to work and they also have warranty instead of these things that you don't have warranty. And obviously next video hopefully looking at my DMX Buddy. There you go, nice little thing. Hopefully going to get the 3.0 version of this, which is what I really want. The 3.0 from ADJ, newest system. Can't wait to get one of those very soon. And obviously I'm definitely going to be working with these wireless DMX things, the Wi-Fi ones. Hopefully I'll be working with these very soon. Also, like I did say earlier, all this kit you can see all around in my room. It's all going on a gig this Friday. Hopefully it goes very well, because obviously all this kit is going to be used. Only half of it's in my room, the rest is all in the conservatory being ready to be picked up. Obviously UV lights, ideally good for DJs and people who just want to do night parties and Halloween. Perfect things to have. And obviously this is a nice camera to have a backup as well in case my camera dies. That's what I was thinking at the last moment. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that bell as well, because obviously YouTube has done something so you guys don't really get like all my notifications of what on my next video. So definitely push that bell on, and also put things in the comments. Put things in the comment saying if you want to see any of this kit in action. If you want me to do like a little vlog or monologue or anything like a little trick and stuff with these lights, please tell me and I'll definitely put it on YouTube. And obviously if you want me to do anything else with these fixtures, definitely do it. My camera screen just turned off, I don't know why. And obviously these are the fixtures that are perfect beginners, nice thing to have. Those big old things. So hopefully going to get the RGB version very soon. So yeah, definitely put something in the comments if you want me to talk about anything else in particular. And also
check any other video up in the right hand corner, like my LED Pars, DMX, anything, as well as my gig logs. Definitely go and check out my channel for all my gig logs, all my reviews on fixtures and how I can set up stuff. Definitely go and check that video out. This is DJ E, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully that was a good video. Right, how do you turn this thing off?